Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here in Lonavala today, looking to talk to homeowners of luxury properties. This particular property goes for 1 lakh rupees a single night. So there's a nice swimming pool as well.
Yeah, so this is a temperature controlled swimming pool. And the structure, if you see, is really unique. So it's actually built like a airline hangar. This property does roughly about 1 crore of sales annually.
Really? Let's find out, what does it take to live in a house like this? Curious to know exactly how much money does it take to buy like a 1 acre piece of land in Lonavala.
Today, I think 1 acre of land in Lonavala would be anywhere between 4 to 5 CR.
And how much money does it take to like build a house like this?
Yeah, something as uniquely designed as this, but
let's go and find out. Hi, excuse me. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Sharan. Right
Okay.
now, I'm going around homes in Lonavala, hoping to talk to homeowners like yourself to understand how you guys became rich and successful. Is it okay if I talk to you for a few minutes and ask you a few questions for the younger generation out there?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sharan, do you want a house tour as well?
Yeah, that would be great. Hi.
Okay, come on in.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Can you tell us who am I talking to today? Who are
My name's Amit Damani,
you? Okay.
and I'm the founder of StayVista. This is a beautiful home that's about 1 acres of land.
Okay.
So I think just to give you a sense of the place, right? Like the whole concept behind the place was how do you merge inside and outside? So everything that you see around is kept as open as possible. Hence,
Wow.
the entire facade is glass. You see behind you as well, there was this entire garden area that's been built inside the house.
Wow.
So it's always about just merging the inside and outside. And the structure, if you see, is really unique. So it's actually built like a airline hangar.
You mentioned this is like a 1 acre piece of land.
Yes.
Curious to know exactly how much money does it take to buy like a 1 acre piece of land in Lonavala?
Yeah, so if you asked me the same question before COVID, it would have been
Okay.
half the price of today.
Okay.
So today, I think 1 acre of land in Lonavala would be anywhere between 4 to 5 CR.
Okay. So before COVID, this was like 2.5
That's
CR.
right.
And how much money does it take to like build like a like a house like this? On
Yeah,
a 1
something
acre?
as uniquely designed as.
For the land and 10 CR for the house.
Yeah,
So it's a 15 CR kind of an investment.
that's right.
And how many bedrooms is it? How many bedrooms?
So there are 5 bedrooms. 3
Okay.
bedrooms in this structure, 2 bedrooms in the outside structure.
Oh, there's a nice swimming pool as well.
Yeah, so this is a temperature controlled swimming pool. So
Oh, wow,
you could go
really?
right now and you could feel warm in it as well.
Wow.
While it's raining. So it's a temperature controlled pool. It's got a children's area as well as an infinity pool that looks over this forested area.
How exactly did you build a business which has 1,000 plus luxury properties like this? Very, very interested to know about your journey and what it takes to build such a big luxury brand in India. Is it okay if I take 15-20 minutes of your time extra to ask you a few questions about entrepreneurship, about the mistakes that you've made, and how exactly do you become rich in India?
You want to do that right now?
Right now, yeah, if you're
Okay.
not busy.
All right, we
Yeah?
can do that.
We can do it?
Yeah, let's take a seat.
Here? Let's go. Help me understand the unit economics of this business.
Yeah.
So right now we are sitting in a 10 crore house. So the homeowner has invested 10 crores to make this house and also spent 2-3 crores to buy this 1 crore plot of land. Walk me through how exactly does the homeowner make money and how are you making money? Because I understand that as a consumer, I'm spending 1 lakh a night to
Yeah.
stay here. So
Yeah.
just help me through that economics.
Yeah, so I think what do we solve for a homeowner? We solve for making this home accessible to guests. So we take over the entire hassle of managing these homes. So how do we do that? I think first is we manage the entire home for them. So operationally staffing the property, taking care of the day-to-day operations. Second is from a marketing point of view, reaching out to the consumers through all the right channels, whether it's through social media or whether it's through online channels like Airbnb, which is a partner for us, or booking.com.
Okay.
So I think it's important to be able to manage and market this home such that a homeowner has to do nothing other than a certain amount hitting their bank account every month. What are the terms that we do this in? Is generally a revenue share that we do with our homeowners.
Okay.
It's a 70-30 revenue sharing that takes place.
70 goes to?
70 goes to the homeowner, 30% comes to us.
Okay.
In that 70%, about 35% is operating the property. So the operational costs that come in terms of electricity, laundry, staff costs, etc. Those are things that are taken care of, and a net amount is then sent to a homeowner of about 35% of the total billing.
So give me an example here. So this property is 1 lakh a night. There
That's
are 365 days in a year.
That's right.
How many days does it get booked for?
Yeah, so this property does roughly about 1 crore of sales annually. That's about 110 nights that it does.
Oh, that's it. 30% occupancy rate.
That's right. That's right.
That's considered a good number, 30% of the time.
Yeah. So these properties do about 9 to 11 nights a month.
Okay.
And that basically means it'll be about 1 CR of sales that they do annually.
And what's the variation in prices like? Right now it's 1 lakh a night.
Yeah.
But how low does it go and how high does it go?
So
Because
right now
seasonality-
is a peak time. In Lonavala, people love coming here in the monsoon, or they'll come during New Year's as well, which is the highest price point that we see in a year. On average, this place would be about 75,000 to 80,000 rupees a night. There is variability also on weekday versus weekends. So a weekend might be 1 lakh, but your weekday might be around 65 to 70,000. So there's a variance of 30% in pricing
People
between
come on
weekday and
weekdays.
weekend. Yeah.
People have time to come on weekdays.
That's why we do 9 nights, right? Like that would be much higher if people spend more time coming on weekdays. So
Right.
weekdays are limited. Weekends, people will pretty much come here. Weekdays, there might be 1, 2, 3 odd weekdays that people come during a month.
Okay, so a crore a year.
Yes.
That is, if it's a 10 crore investment, I'm making 10%. Overall 10% of the property value is rental.
Correct.
Right? Now,
Correct.
how you are saying 3% is kept by you.
That's
So
right.
out of the 1 crore, 30 lakhs you keep.
That's right.
70 lakhs goes to the property owner.
Correct.
But this is after removing the expenses? Or?
No. So after removing the expenses, the property owner will be left with about 45 lakhs to 50 lakhs.
Achha. Okay. Out of that 70% that the owner gets, from there you deduct the expenses.
Exactly.
Well, you guys take your 30% upfront.
Correct.
On the sale value.
Correct.
Got it.
That's right.
So the property owner is left with 45 to 50 lakhs.
That's right.
So about 5%.
That's right. 4.5 to 5%.
So the second aspect for the homeowner is the growth in the value of these properties.
Correct.
How fast does properties like this grow? Can you give an example?
This
of
one, honestly, in the last 4 years has doubled in terms of value.
So that's like 15, 16%, more 20% growth every year.
Correct. Yeah, about 17, 18% year-on-year growth that's taken place. But on average, I would say it'll be between 8 to 10% growth that takes place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can expect anywhere from 10 to 20% total returns.
That's right.
Including rental plus capital
That's
appreciation.
right. Exactly.
Okay. So it's pretty good investment, I would
Correct.
say, considering that it's a big ticket size and a very safe investment that generally keeps going up.
Correct.
So can you tell me some numbers? You mentioned there are 1,000 homes on StayVista right now.
Yeah.
How many people in a whole year actually book houses on StayVista? I just want to get a sense of understanding of how many people are there in India who can afford to pay 1 lakh a night for a luxury stay.
Yeah. See, I think this is one of our highest priced villas. So 1 lakh a night.
What is the cheapest?
So our average price, again, comes on the number of rooms. The best way to look at it is that per room, our average price is around 6,000 to 7,000 rupees a room.
Oh, that's not bad.
And, so we have 3 categories of homes as well.
Okay.
Just like a Marriott has multiple price points, right? It has a Courtyard by Marriott, then it has Marriott, and then it has JW Marriott as well. For us as well, there are multiple price points and brands associated with that. So our lowest price point is between 4,000 to 6,000 rupees a room. So if it's a 4-bedroom house, that can be anywhere between 16,000 to 22,000 rupees or so. Then we have 6,000 to 9,000 rupees, which is Vista. So 4 to 6 is Vio, 6 to 9 is Vista, and then 10K and above is Vieda.
What is that?
Vieda.
So this is a Vieda.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So based on the price points, the experiences vary. So that's how we've started building out this hospitality brand across India.
So in last year, how many people booked a house on StayVista?
Yeah, so there'd be over, so every month we have over 4,000 plus bookings that take place. That's about 30,000 plus guests who stay with us. So we had about 350,000 guests stay with us last year.
Interesting. And how big do you think this market is? Because there's a lot of competitors as well.
Yeah.
There is Airbnb, which is what is the global brand right now, which began this sort of a vacation home rental business. So in India, which is typically considered as like a middle class country, how big is really this market? Do you see it growing, the number of rich people growing, and your business eventually benefiting from it?
Yeah. So I'll speak about it from the supply side as well as demand point of view.
Yeah.
So I think first what we saw from a supply point of view was that there were properties listed on platforms like Airbnb when we started off, and we actually used the platform to gain leads that we could reach out to. So Airbnb as a platform is great. We use it to market our properties as well. But when it comes to actually providing that service to both a homeowner and a guest, there's a big gap that needed to be filled in India. That's what we started solving for. And I think the question primarily what we've seen is, can we help this homeowner manage his home? Why? And why do I say that's important is because 60% of the homes that we onboard every month were never given out before, right? And they wouldn't want to do it themselves. It's just a pain for them to do it.
Right, operational challenges.
Correct. So if there's someone professional taking care of it is when they start opening their home out as well. So that's what expanded the market on these platforms once players like us brought on properties on these platforms.
Got it.
So supply side, I think that there's this 18-20% growth that's taking place in terms of supply. I mean, if you look at the profile of these homeowners as well, each of these homeowners would have at least a significant amount of wealth that they've created. But now what we've seen is a lot of people buying these homes on EMIs as well. They're thinking about taking these homes from the point of view of, that aspiration they have 20 years from now to live like this, but can they start living it from now itself? So I think there, people who have an income of above 1 crore annually have started thinking about buying these homes as well, all across the world, all across India. So I think that segment itself has doubled in the last 4 to 5 years. And from a demand point of view, honestly, we cater to people who earn a salary of anywhere between 75,000 and above, right? Monthly salaries.
Quick question here. Which one do you think is lagging? The availability of properties like this or the demand of properties?
Availability. It's still on supply. I think supply is still getting built out.
Acha, okay. Yeah. So you're saying there is more number of people who want to live in houses like this, but there's not enough houses.
Exactly. See, again, the demand is obviously skewed towards weekends.
Okay.
Right? Because holidays is not something that people can do every day.
Right.
So it's definitely skewed towards weekend. Weekend demand is really high. It'll be over 75-80% in terms of occupancy. That is that metric we look at to determine that, hey, there needs to be more supply in each of these markets.
Achha. So coming to that, right now, can you give me a snapshot of what are those locations in India where people generally go to, spend their weekends? Obviously, the obvious ones are Goa, Alibag, and Lonavala. Is there anything else that's popular right now?
Yeah, so what we've seen is it basically comes down to what are the destinations from your key metro cities that people can quickly get away to.
So let's start with Mumbai.
Correct. So Mumbai has actually a lot of destinations which are within 5 hours of travel. So you got Lonavala, Alibag, Karjat, Nasik, Panchgani are destinations that people want to travel to, and there are a lot of new destinations getting, recognized, or people are getting more aware of them. Kamchet, Khadakwasla, these are new locations that people are considering to go to.
Let's say Bangalore.
So Bangalore, the distances increase a little bit. People will generally travel between 5 to 7 hours to get to certain destinations. Coorg, Chikmagalur, Ooty. Then you have Kabini, Wayanad. These are some destinations that people are traveling to on a regular basis. But other than Bangalore, then around Chennai as well, people are going to Kodaikanal, people are going to Pondicherry, even in Kerala. So a lot of people are going to Munnar, people are going to Alleppey. So multiple destinations that people go to.
And you have properties in all these destinations?
That's right.
How many cities totally that you have?
We're in over 60 cities now.
60
all
cities.
Over the country. That's right.
Yeah. Got it. And in terms of the demand, how much % of your business is coming from Mumbai and Bangalore? So
Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore make up the largest percentage of our guests. But interestingly for us, right? Like when we looked at
how much is that?
It's about 60%, 65%.
So 60% is Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi.
That's right.
Okay. So what is like the future in this kind of a business, right? You basically you're a marketplace where you list beautiful locations, and the demand side is kind of there. Like you said, the demand is way more than the supply.
That's right.
How are you looking to scale this business further? One way is obviously getting more properties, right? Is there anything else that you're looking to innovate the business?
Yeah, I think, when we started off, initially our thought was you give a good home, you keep it clean, That's all will be enough for a guest to come and stay here, because they'll go out to eat somewhere, because they're coming here to explore.
Correct.
What we realized is that people are not coming here to explore. People are coming here to just sit back and do nothing other than spend time with their friends and family.
Correct. They actually want to stay in the house only.
Exactly. No one steps out. So to ensure we are able to cater to that guest, we realize there's a lot more the guest is looking for. So whether it's food, whether it's having masseuse, whether it's having a bartender, whether it's having just someone who will take them for a trek if needed in the morning,
you
or
guys
yoga.
Masseuse and yoga trainers and all.
Yes. So we realized that it just comes down to like catering to that guest needs on everything that they might require. A lot of people who come to our villas are actually coming here to celebrate. So it's always some kind of event or get together that's taking place, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, reunions. So for that, they want someone to do decor as well. So we realized we need to be able to provide all of this. So we've had weddings take place at these villas. We've had 25th anniversaries. We actually had someone who celebrated the 90th birthday at one of our villas with their
90th
family. 90th.
Okay.
90. Yeah. So I think we need to be able to create that entire experience for them.
From what I understand, this business is primarily dependent on two important functions. One is operations, ensuring that the customer experience is good and all of that. The second thing is obviously marketing. I'm sure there are a lot of players in the market who are trying to do what you're doing, but StayVista is one of those brands that a lot of people already know, right? So there's something that you guys have done right in marketing, and in such a crowded marketing world, you guys have done something right. So would love to learn what are your strategies that you're putting in marketing that has really helped you guys scale the brand to this kind of a level.
The biggest marketing for us is our operations, because if a guest has a great experience, they will put it up on Instagram. They will talk to so many other people about their stay, right? Everyone talks about their holidays.
Yeah.
It's everyone wants recommendations for holidays as well.
Correct.
So it's something that has automatic impact on our retention rate and referrals that take place. About 50% of our guests have been our previous guests, or they've been referred by someone who has stayed with us. So 50% of guests are coming without us spending a single money, at least from a marketing point of view. It's all about the product and the operations. The balance 50%, what do we do?
The new customer acquisition.
Correct. And that I would say we've been very focused on content and community. So on the content front, what we did very differently was we thought about our photography team as our marketing team. Just because these are just beautiful homes, we just luckily can just go out and capture more and more content. So the photography team was, with their cameras, with their phones, creating photos, videos that can be used not only for our website, but on our social media, and thinking of new concepts on a regular basis. So organically on social media, I mean, we're not where you are, but we've reached about 680K followers for a brand, which is tough for a brand, right? Because people like people and follow people. So on a brand side, to follow them, there has to be something fresh every time. Luckily, we have enough homes getting launched, so that's fresh content getting released every day or every week for people to see.
So in terms of hotspots that are growing, what are those locations that are a good investment location for an investor?
I think what's very interesting is that generally when you look at the urban market, land is very critical to be near wherever you purchase a property, right? Whether it's a hotel or any commercial building, it needs to be in your peak or prime areas.
Correct.
In this holiday market, it doesn't need to be. It's the complete opposite, where it doesn't matter whether it's in the prime area and the outskirts of that area, of that city. For example, the property we're at, this is about 45 minutes away from the Lonavala market area, which actually is increase the value of this property from a rental point of view and yield point of view, because people are looking for places to escape. They don't want to be too close to the market area.
Correct.
Right? Which also means the land pricing here is going to be lower than buying something closer to that market area of Lonavala.
Interesting.
So actually in these locations, you can get land value deals that would be much more favorable than how you think about it in urban markets. So I think that's something that's very interesting about this segment.
So as an entrepreneur who has scaled your business from 0 to 100 crore plus, I'm sure you've learned a lot of things about how to scale business in India. Any interesting learnings that you can share with the audience?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a game of patience. We've been at this for over 8 years.
Okay.
We've gone through actually over 10 years now that we've been building StayVista, and it's gone through its pivots, right? The first couple of years was something completely different from what we do today. Then we pivoted to this business model about 8 years ago.
What did you start off as?
So we were actually working with hotels. Initially, we were building technology and software for them.
But any learnings along the way?
So
because you pivoted once from
Yes.
being a technology provider company
Yeah.
to actually becoming a marketplace of more than 1,000 plus luxury rental homes.
Yeah. I think, for example, I think we've had, over 3 near-death experiences as a business where we almost run out of cash.
Okay.
Right. And I think as a founder, maybe that's something I feel, and me and my co-founders have learned a lot through those experiences that, initially when we started off, we'd actually raised a small amount of funding. And at that point, we thought the only way to grow businesses was to spend, and automatically you'll get consumers and you'll get investors who want to put in further money.
Okay.
So I remember within 1 year, we'd almost run out of the cash we'd raised.
How much was that?
That was about 3 CR.
Okay.
And then we were, just like thinking about how the hell are we going to survive and what do we do? So we went through a pivot at that point. Then for the next couple of years, we ran the business profitably, sustainably, just to ensure that we figure out the right product market fit and business model that we want to work in. So between 2018 to 2020, when we started working on the holiday home segment, we were just working with a few homes in Lonavala, in Alibag, Karjat, a little bit in Goa as well. We'd started. And, we started seeing that initial traction, and we qualified that as our repeat rate of guests. So once that crossed a certain percentage, we felt, okay, now is a time when we can start scaling up again, when we raised a larger round and we started investing in our growth. So I think that was really critical as a learning for us, like only invest or spend when you've hit some level of product market fit.
So 2 interesting learnings there. Number 1 is keep your team lean and spend as little as possible until you figure out something that is working.
Yeah.
And try to be profitable as much as you can so that you don't run out of money.
Yeah.
I think more than half of the businesses that fail because they run out of money.
Yeah.
Not because the team was bad, not because that they didn't have a good business model.
Yeah.
The execution was bad, so they ran out of money.
Yeah.
So you are obviously now a very successful entrepreneur who is employing 400 plus people. And the world that we are living in right now, a lot of people want to begin that path towards entrepreneurship. So any pieces of advice that you have for a 25-year-old kid today who wants to become their own entrepreneur? Like, what are the things that they need to ask themselves before they, go onto that journey to become a successful entrepreneur?
Yeah, fair. So I think at least for me, right? Like when we started building StayVista, say 10 years ago, startups were just getting popular. Like suddenly your front news in your business news started featuring startups. And I think that was that initial phase where a lot of people started thinking about entrepreneurship all across the country who had never thought about it, right? Like their families would have always thought this guy is going to go and work at a MNC. But that shift started taking place because media started covering it. I think that had a good and a bad impact. The good impact was obviously more people wanted to do it. The bad impact was that people thought this is the best and the fastest way of making money. And, becoming not a crorepati, but a billionaire.
Right.
So I think that has always been concerning to me.
Yeah.
I
think I've also fallen into that trap.
So I think that's just an output. So if you think of, that is the reason why I'm running this startup. I feel this is the toughest way of achieving it. You could be in a really good job. You could have ESOPs in a company and you could achieve those numbers at a really good company versus trying to build something on your own just because you want to make that money. So I think more than making that money, if you're very clear on what problem you want to solve or what is it that drives you is more critical. You'll figure out how to make that money.
Okay, so the money is less important than you having the love to solve that problem.
Yeah.
If you don't have the love to solve that problem, then don't be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Cool, Amit. Now I have a rapid fire series of questions to ask you. 5 questions. What is your favorite StayVista property?
It's like choosing your favorite child.
There's always a favorite child also.
Luckily, I have one. So there's only one favorite child at the moment. But I think for me, more than the property, it's the individuals and their stories
No.
which
You have to
attaches me to the property.
So, that I
I'll
put
come
that
to
on
that.
the video. Yeah.
So I'll come to that. So I think it's individuals that make me attached to a property.
Okay.
So there's a beautiful farm in Dehradun, which is an organic farm over 50 acres where they grow different kinds of spices, and they use that for the food that you can eat there as well.
Really?
And just the family is just lovely to, like the way they host you, what you experience over there. So that farm called Doodley Farm is one of my favorites.
What is it called?
Doodley Farms.
And
so
how much
Doodley
does
is the village over there.
And how much does it cost to stay there a night?
There are 2 cottages there. It costs about 25,000 a night.
Okay. And that's your favorite property?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
All
One of my favorites.
Okay. All right. Are you a Goa person or a Himachal person?
Himachal, any day.
Same. Last thing you splurged your money on?
Booking a villa for a friend's getaway next month.
But it's free for you, no?
It's not free for me. There are no free lunches.
You also have to pay?
Absolutely.
No discount also?
Discount thoda mil jata hai. That's about it.
Got it. All right. Last question. One money lesson that you swear by?
Good question. I think for me, I'm not very good at managing my money.
Really?
I actually let my family do that for me.
Wow.
So that's something I need to learn more of. But for me,
You don't manage your money?
I don't manage my own money.
What are you saying?
Yeah. So
Like, you don't
there's a
know
lot I need to learn from a lot of other
You don't know
folks
what's
out there.
your asset allocation, how much you put in stocks, mutual funds,
I don't
nothing?
know. I don't know.
What's happening with your money? Where is it?
It's managed by the family. So which is my parents. My dad is managing a lot of that.
So there's like a family office kind of a setup.
Yeah, it's primarily my dad managing that.
So Amit, thank you so much for inviting me to this property. I really hope you become a billionaire in the next 5 years as you predicted. The unicorn status.
But that's not the goal, as I told you.
That's not the goal. That's not the goal.
An outcome.
But I think that this market is very, very nascent even now. I think it's going to grow much, much bigger. I've stayed in a couple of StayVista properties. Absolutely loved the experience. Thank you so much for spending time with us on our channel and revealing and being so transparent and being so humble about your journey. So thank you so much.
No, thanks, Sharan. Really enjoyed this.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking till the end. I'll see you in the next one.